Queen Letizia of Spain attends a panel discussion in Granada. Members of the princely family of Monaco attend a celebration in Fontvieille. And members of the Swedish royal family visit the Royal Opera House in Stockholm. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for December 19th, 2022. In Granada, Her Majesty Queen Letizia of Spain participated in an annual meeting and panel discussion with board members of the Cervantes Institute held at the Hospital Real at the Universidad de Granada. Established in 1991 by the Spanish government, the Cervantes Institute promotes the teaching, study, and the use of the Spanish language and contributes to the dissemination of Hispanic cultures abroad. Upon her arrival, Her Majesty the Queen was warmly welcomed by the Mayor of Granada, Mr. Francisco Cuenca, and the director of the Cervantes Institute, Mr. Luis Garcia Montero, to name a few. After the meeting, there was a panel discussion held under the theme entitled The Challenges and Strategies of the Cervantes Institute, with participation from the presidents of the Cervantes Institutes in Beijing, Rabat, Sydney, and Los Angeles. After the panel discussion, the orchestra and choir of the Universidad de Granada performed Cancionero Cervantino for attendees. Meanwhile, in Madrid, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain presided over the presentation of offices to the 60th promotion of access to the Public Prosecutor's Office held at the Paraninfo de la Universidad Complutense. The 60th promotion is composed of 127 trainee prosecutors, 94 women and 34 men. Once their stay at the Centro de Estudios Jurídicos is over, they will be assigned their first case. In the afternoon, His Majesty the King attended the inauguration of the Madrid-Murcia Avenue line at the Chamartín Clara Campio Amor train station. In Brussels, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians held an audience this morning with the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, His Excellency Christophe Lutundula, at the Palais Royal. The Belgian Minister of Development Cooperation, Ms. Caroline Genetz, and the Belgian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ms. Haja Labib, were also present. During the meeting, a new cooperation agreement between Belgium and the Democratic Republic of the Congo was signed for the years 2023 through 2027. Yesterday morning, His Royal Highness Prince Laurent of Belgium unexpectedly opened the new Schoten Animal Shelter in Schoten. So what do I mean by unexpectedly? Well, he just showed up. Out of nowhere. He wasn't even invited. Anyway, shortly after noon, Prince Laurent drove in his Volkswagen into the parking lot of the animal shelter, got out of his car, and walked up to the small crowd of people and said, "Hi," as they were cutting the ribbon. Since the prince showed up, the director of the Schoten Animal Shelter, Miss Linda Lemons, asked him to do the honors of cutting the ribbon. So he did. Getting back to the animal shelter, the new shelter has room for the long-term care of, quote, 14 dogs and 15 cats in spacious cages with an indoor-outdoor space, end quote. In addition, there's also an examination room, as well as a consultation room for veterinarians and a quarantine room. According to a press release, the animal shelter roughly cost 700,000 euros to build. Ms. Lemons also noted that the, quote, Alderman for Animal Welfare and the municipality of Schoten transferred an investment grant of 100,000 euros, end quote. And being the kind and generous guy that he is, Prince Laurent spontaneously took out his wallet and donated money to support the animal shelter. I don't know how much he gave, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. Anyway, he also gave a speech in which he had said that the animal shelter has, quote, my full support, and I appreciate you, Ms. Lemons, and your team, end quote. Before he left, Prince Laurent said to the mayor of Schoten, quote, people who are bad to animals should be punished. Can the municipality do anything about it? End quote. The mayor responded by saying that the local government was taking steps toward the protection of all animals. Then Prince Laurent got in his car and drove away. On Saturday in Fontvieille, their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Jacques of Monaco and Her Serene Highness Princess Gabriella of Monaco, along with Miss Camille Gottlieb, attended the 40th anniversary celebrations of the Sovereign Prince becoming the President of the Croix Rouge Monégasque. During the celebrations, a video montage of the Sovereign Prince participating in various activities with the Croix Rouge Monégasque was played. In his speech to the 320 attendees, the Sovereign Prince, quote, recalled the moments he experienced with all the teams of the Red Cross, whom he warmly thanked, without forgetting all the partners and donors, because without them, nothing would be possible, end quote. After his speech, Hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella of Monaco presented their father with a framed photo of the 40th anniversary logo, and on the back, the Prince and Princess wrote, quote, Bravo Papa, end quote. In honor of the Sovereign Prince's 40th anniversary with the Croix Rouge Monégasque, members of the Executive Committee and the Board of Directors, as well as the employees of the Croix Rouge Monégasque, presented the Sovereign Prince with a Jacques Droz watch. On the edge of the watch is an engraving that says, quote, Croix Rouge Monégasque 2022, 40 years of presidency. Thereafter, a delicious dinner was served, and naturally, a presentation of a giant cake was brought out. This morning in Oslo, the Norwegian Royal Court announced that His Majesty King Harald V of Norway has been admitted into the National Hospital. His Majesty the King has been diagnosed with an infection which must be treated with intravenous antibiotics and will remain at the hospital for a few days. His Majesty the King's condition is stable at this time, and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway is regent. In Stockholm, their Royal Highnesses Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden, accompanied by their two children, Her Royal Highness Princess Estelle of Sweden and His Royal Highness Prince Oscar of Sweden, arrived at the Royal Opera House to attend the ballet performance of Cinderella. Prior to the curtain going up, the Crown Princess family went backstage to, quote, meet some of the Opera House's staff to learn more about the Royal Opera, Sweden's national stage for opera and ballet, end quote. Last evening in Copenhagen, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedikte of Denmark, Princess of St. Wittgenstein-Berlberg, as patron, attended the annual St. Annæ Girls Choir and the Danish Entertainment Orchestra's Christmas concert held at the Helligand Church. In Muscat, His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Sayed of Oman participated in a meeting with members of the Office of the State Council at Al Barakah Palace. During the meeting, discussions focused on Oman's future strategies and its policies aimed at maintaining the, quote, forward march of comprehensive development, progress and prosperity, as well as issues that are important to the country and its citizens, end quote. In Amman, His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan held a meeting with the Minister of National Defense of Canada, Miss Anita Anand, and a Canadian delegation at Al Hussein Palace. During the meeting, discussions focused on the friendly relations between Jordan and Canada, bilateral ties, and ways to enhance military and defense cooperation between the two countries. In New York City, His Royal Highness Prince Emmanuele Filiberto of Savoy attended the 2022 Savoy Ball, organized by the American Foundation of the Dynastic Orders of the Royal House of Savoy. In Athens, their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Alexander and Crown Princess Katherine of Serbia attended the 17th annual Christmas charity gala dinner held at the Gran Bretagna Hotel. The Crown Princess is patron of the humanitarian organization Lifeline Greece, which organized the charity dinner. And finally, in Tokyo, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Naruhito of Japan held an audience with the President of Senegal, Macky Sall, at the Imperial Palace. According to the Imperial Household Agency, during the 20-minute meeting, discussions focused on water issues, the World Water Forum, which took place in Senegal earlier this year, and naturally, the World Cup. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday, December 20th with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow. And also, I'd like to say, for those of you who are celebrating, I wish you and your family a very happy Hanukkah. I know I'm a day late, but I didn't record yesterday, so anyway. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Okay, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.